Hi YouTube, as oh my screen's all... Is that better? Oh god, my hair's a mess. Hi YouTube, I feel as well like I've done everything I can for Daniel. Every time he wanted money, I used to hand it over. I bought him loads of fags, loads of tobacco, loads of weed. Lee has as well, to be honest. So I feel like I've done everything I can. Well, more than everything I can to make the relationship happy. And I don't know what else I could have done to make the relationship more happy, because I feel like I've done more than most people would. Most people would chuck him out, but I feel like I've done more than, as I said on that other video. I'm not sure I'm going to put that other video on though, because I said too much information on it about personal things. But but basically, as soon as he come up, I'll say the same thing, but without putting the personal things in. I put the same. No, sorry. The first time he come up last. Was it last May? No, he come up for a week last May. No, not last May. The May before, 2017. But anyway, when he come up properly in the June, he was asking, can he get disability? What's it called? Carers allowance for me. That was before he even moved up here. And my mum says, didn't that sound alarm bells to you? And I was like, no, it didn't. But basically his landlord at the time, or landlady, chucked him out, and he was not going to come up here till September 2017, and he come up here June 17 because his landlady chucked him out. As I say, I didn't see anything in that at the time because my head was a bit muddled at the time. But yeah, so so I actually didn't no, I didn't actually think anything into that, but he's also tried to mess my benefits up. Oh no, I've already said that on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. It's all it's all constant drama, it's all constant pain and heartache, and I just know that I did everything. I know I did everything I could to make the relationship as happy as possible, because that's the kind of person I am. For some reason, I think I've been more softer with him than I was with previous partners, but I don't know why that is. I think part of it is fear. I'm not sure if I've said this on YouTube, but he's actually the only relationship where I've actually been properly afraid. When they said to my mum that they were going to come down to sort me out in the car, I've never been threatened like that before. And I actually didn't even go back to the house. I didn't actually come back to this flat. I was so scared. My sister rang me. She says, run back to your flat now because they're coming down. I almost ran into the middle of the Worcester Road. I nearly got myself killed. Good job I just quickly jumped. Good job I got fast reflexes and I jumped back. But I was just wandering around aimlessly around Witchbold because I didn't want to go back here, because, as my sister said, they were coming down to sort me out, and they know where I live, so I didn't want to come back here. So I rang the police, and the police wouldn't do anything, even though I was crying down the phone and everything. They just wouldn't do nothing. They just says, oh, we're not a taxi service. So I says, right, then I'm going to have to knock on people's doors because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe to go back to my flat, and I don't feel safe to go to the bus stop. I wasn't talking like this. This is really calm. I definitely weren't talking to police like this. I was like in a right state. But luckily some man, I knocked on some person's house. I says, please can you ring the police? And she said no, and she shut the door. And then she sent her husband out, and I was like, please, can you get the police? And I was saying that my partner and his friends are coming down to batter me. I says I'm gay, and that seemed to change their tune then. They seemed to be more helpful, and he just sort of, um, I wouldn't say he laughed, but he sort of went. I must have been in a state because he didn't actually laugh, but he had a kind of, for a split second, he says I'm gonna. He sort of he sniggered for like a tiny millisecond, and then he says he's gonna go in to get his keys. Um, so, and he was saying in the car, he says, "Oh, it sounds like you've had a more dramatic afternoon than me." He says, I've just been in here bored." Because this was on was it the 2nd of January? Or... He says no, not the 1st, the 2nd, I think. Was it the 3rd? 2nd or 3rd? But he was just saying he was having a boring afternoon, so he says it's a bit more dramatic than his afternoon. But yeah, in the car, in that man's car, he says, "Where do you want to go?" And I thought the only place I could think of where they wouldn't be able to find me is the centre of Worcester, because it's such a big. Apart from Birmingham, Worcester's quite a big city. I knew they wouldn't find me in Worcester, so I says Worcester. And then I got text messages off the police, because my mum rang up the police as well, because Daniel was shouting and swearing at my mum. So my mum also rang the police. And then I think they took it seriously then, because they gave me a crime reference number and they said go to Worcester Police Station as soon as possible. So he dropped me to Worcester. It was really good. It took me and Lee all the way to Worcester Police Station, and we just went through it all for about 4 hours. Lee was going through loads of different things as well. Lee had lists of names of people who knew about all this going on: social workers, community nurses, psychologists, psychiatrists. You name it, Lee had a list of people who knew about this. There was loads and loads of evidence, and now that apparently the whole of King's Court is being looked into for safeguarding reasons. Everyone at King's Court now apparently is being questioned whether they've been, yeah. Well, I'm not going to go into it too much, but that's what I've heard from Caroline Jones. So, because she's helping me with it all as well. So, in fact, I need to ring her. But I've got a... yeah. So, I've got to walk socks soon. So, I need to start getting ready in a minute. But, because it's like 1:15. So, oh my god. It's 1:15. Oh, god, it's such a mess. But, yeah, so it's all... I don't know what to say really. He's just a complete user, because as soon as he come up here, he was looking at porn on my TV in the living room on Hanbury Road. I went upstairs to do my meditation, and I came down and he was looking at women. He was looking at women's bits basically. And then because he was saying he was bisexual when I was chatting to him on Tagged, and then he came up here and he reckoned he was gay. Now I don't know, because as I say, he says he's gay now, but I don't know, because he's definitely been with women, so maybe he's got a thing with this Rachel, I don't know, but yeah. But I feel sorry for you. I shouldn't have said that, should I? I feel sorry for people at King's Court. Because as I say, there was I didn't realise how many texts there was on Lee's phone from Daniel. I was gobsmacked. There was over 100 text messages asking Lee for money. There wasn't much on my phone, because he used to just ask me face to face. But there was loads and loads of text messages to Lee asking for money, and just yeah, so I'll get over him. I stayed in yesterday because it was Sunday, so I was a bit stressed yesterday. I did my bookshelf, solid oak bookshelf, so I'm hiding them pictures. They're pissing me off. I need a picture for up there, meditation picture. I still haven't took all the pictures off the walls. There's one up there, look. The trouble is it's super glued to the wall. But hopefully I'll get it off with water or yanking it out of the wall. He's still got his cap up there, look. He's still got a few things here which I want to give back to him. I don't want them. But if he comes to this door, Caroline has already told me to ring 999 because of all the threats and stuff. So I don't know what to suggest for that. My mum says it's not your problem, and Caroline says it's not your problem as well. So it just feels like it's my problem though because it's here. But I don't want to leave it outside the door because neighbours might take some stuff. Well, he's only got a few clothes. The new clothes that I bought him on his birthday, all them new clothes, he was quick to take them round to Hewitt's. All his older clothes are here. The clothes he's had for years. They look a bit manky looking. Maybe he's not bothered that they're here. I don't know, but because I bought him a load of clothes for his birthday, brand new clothes from Sports Direct. I bought him a load of clothes for the holiday. I paid for the holiday. I paid for the other holiday. I just feel like a complete mug. I know I keep going on about it, but that's how I feel. I feel like a complete mug. So yeah, it's not going to change the fact, is it? I mean, once someone has betrayed me, I never, although I forgive that person, it's like someone said to me at the time, you can forgive a person, but you don't have to forget. And it's true, that is. I can forgive that person, but I don't have to forget the experience. That means that although I forgive that person, I would never let that person back into my life again. Because I know the consequences of letting that person back into my life. So, actions speak louder than words, they say, don't they? Actions speak louder than words. So the action is, take as much money as you can out of Lee and Daryl and other people who are vulnerable and just run off of it. So that's the action that I'm getting. It doesn't matter what people say, it's their actions, and that's the action that's coming across loud and clear now. That it doesn't matter, you can make all these promises and stuff, but at the end of the day, actions that speak louder than words. So yeah. Because he used to say, oh, if I was on PIP, I'd take you on holidays, this, that and the other. And he used to make me feel like he'd do the same for me, so that's why I'd done all this for him. But at the end of the day, he hasn't really done anything for me. And like my sister says the other night, she says if he really loved you, he'd give you that money back, even if it was tiny amounts, even if it was just a fiver here and there. And she's right. If he really loved me, he would give me small amounts of that money back. He might not be on much money, but as she says, there's nothing stopping him. There's nothing stopping him. If he loved you, there's nothing stopping him from giving you small amounts of that money back. So yeah. Fuck, 1:20. I better go YouTube because I'm going to get told off if I get there late. Konnichiwa.